Hey everyone, physical therapist and Steve Gonza from RunSmart Online, and I wanted to just start off by saying thank you for everyone who has given us the feedback that we were looking for and asking for to complete what we think is going to be an absolutely awesome program. We're developing in our final stages the Cradle2 5K program, and we still could use some support, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But we're launching next week our first ever Cradle2 5K program for postpartum moms who are having trouble running. We didn't realize how big of an issue this was until we saw the outpouring of support and feedback that we've gotten as we move through this whole thing. Just to give you an idea of how big of a problem this is, and you're not out there and you're not alone, this is one entry that we had through our feedback form was being a mom of two and oldest. My oldest just turned 3 yesterday, and the youngest is 14 months next week. I exercise through strength training, yoga, and running up to nearly delivery with both girls. My postpartum recovery this year has been awful. Despite returning to regular exercise, not just walking or chasing kids either, about 8 weeks after delivery, I'm still struggling. I've had a half marathon PR 11 months postpartum. In the past 2 months, I feel like I'm running at 8 months pregnant again. My biggest issue is that my legs will not move. Consciously telling my brain to pick up my knees is what she's referring to there. It's such an issue that I wiped out and bruised a bunch of ribs. This is so utterly frustrating as it seems my body is a total stranger. That is the gist of what we're getting feedback-wise. People don't feel themselves. The women don't feel themselves. They feel like they can't get their legs to move. They just feel injury-prone. Things are weak. And this is exactly why we're developing this program. This is a huge problem. And it's not being referred out. Postpartum moms aren't being referred out to restore this strength. And you look at the research in some of the articles we posted. This is huge. You have to be able to do this. This is what we see in the clinic. This is what I see in the clinic all the time with moms trying to get back into running. They rush it. They don't get their core strength back. They end up injured. They end up feeling like a stranger. Our program is designed to fix that. We're looking to make the ultimate transformation where you can go from postpartum early on right into running again safely. It's a 10-week Cradle2 5K program, and it incorporates strength as you go. So the whole program is going to be great. It's going to have a couple different things. We have an introductory video that explains pretty much what happens to your body during pregnancy. We're not going to give you any delivery videos, but we do go through the whole process and tell you what happens with the anatomy. Really interesting stuff when you kind of explain, or when we explain it, you'll get the why and understand why you're having such trouble getting back. Then we also have, it's a 7-video series total. We also have 3 different building workouts that help you go from easy to hard to build your core strength back. And we pair that with a Cradle2 5K written program that incorporates the strength and incorporates a gradual progression of increasing the amount of load to your body. So this thing is going to be completely inclusive. If you had your baby and it hasn't been recent, say it's a year later, we're going to cover that too. Part of the program is going to be 7 videos, but we also have what I am finishing, and that's why I still need some feedback. I am finishing this lovely ebook. I'm going to ask you not to print it so we can save some paper for the generation you're developing. But we have this huge ebook that will encompass all the questions that we're getting, what you guys want to know about that we haven't included in the video. This is still expanding. I am going to be writing this until we launch next week. So the due date, no pun intended, for our program is next week, Wednesday at noon. We hope to see you there. Until then, find the link below, send us some more feedback, and I will make sure we try to get as much as we can into this program. Again, huge problem. It's not just, you're not alone as a mother who's having trouble getting back into running. We're going to help you get there. Take a look for an email we're going to be sending out this weekend to officially launch or officially announce our launch next week.